Hi everyone, it's Jeannie again, and I am back with another floss tube extra, and this is going to be my felt tube. And I will just tell you guys, I am on a bed here, and I've got a couple of helpers. You can see pistachio right here, and cashew is right behind, and so they're probably going to help me. They are kind of crazy, but anyway, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you. I mentioned in my last floss tube that I did finish, or that I was working on a felt stocking for the cats, and I did finish it before Christmas. Yay me! And so I thought I would show you that. Show you what got me into felt applique, and then also just give you a little kit parade of my felt kits, because I have a handful of, or even a little bit more than a handful of both Bucilla and Designworks, and I think even One Dimensions felt kits. So anyway, so I thought I would show you real quick, and I'm going to go back in time, you guys, and show you. This is my stocking from when I was a little girl. My aunt made it. And so there's my name on there. Actually, I go by Jeannie, but anyway, so this is just made out of felt with some decorative stitching, and these little stars are glued on. All right, and I have showed these homemade stockings before on my video, but they were always entwined with a floss tube, and so I thought before I put them away for the season, that it would be nice to show them to you. But these, my husband's stocking and my kids' stocking, my mom and I made years ago. In fact, you can see this one we made in, this is my husband's, and we made this in 1986. We got married in 1987, so they're old. These stockings are quite old, and they were all glued on and starting to come up. They were dirty. There was just the letters were coming up, and so I decided last year, after Christmas, that I was going to refurbish them. And so I started with my husband's. His was the least damage, and my mom, she crocheted this, you guys. In fact, a friend of mine who crochets is going, I want to make, these are all made out of corduroy, and so I want one. I don't have one, so I'd like to have one for myself. So I have a friend who crochets that's gonna try to teach me how to do this loopy crochet. But anyway, so so his original stocking was the clouds with the lightning, because he's an electronic test engineer, and then his name was on it. That was original, but it was glued instead of appliqued. The football was on there, because it's his favorite sport to play and watch. The tree was on there, glued with glued sequins, and then the year. So I didn't do too much to his. I added this drum, and I actually got this out of another Bucilla kit that I sort of pillaged to do these stockings. So but he's a drummer, so he's a percussionist. So I put the drum on there, and then I also appliqued everything down that was coming up. There are glue blobs on here, you guys. I couldn't get them out. And I actually sewed the sequins on, and these were tricky to do because the stockings were already put together. So I had to actually make like a cardboard sleeve to put down, and so I didn't sew the stocking closed when I was trying to just sew things onto the front. So but anyway, so that was how his came out. His was the best. His was in the best shape. So there's that one. Don't bite that, baby. So so this is my son's. Kitty. Oh my gosh, these cats have been like relentless with the tree. And they're not kittens. I don't understand it. But anyway, so this was my son's, and when I started with his, and if you go back on my channel, you can kind of see the before and after. But and one of the things that we did with the kids is we wanted to be able to add things to them as they got older, which we never did. So his initially had his name. It had this tree with the sequins. And I think that was it. And this teddy bear pin that was down lower on the stocking. And so when I was refurbishing it, I did the holly on his name and appliqued his name down. I did applique the tree down, and then also sewed on this string of sequins. I made the train. He went to Purdue, as I did too, and their mascot is a Boilermaker. It's a train. So so I made the train for his. I put just a ball on there because he likes all things sports as well. And then I made him. He also likes to drink tea. And we had a beloved orange cat named Farley, and so I made this little cat to put, and he's got one of the kittens in our litter too. So I made that and appliqued that on. So that's how his came out. Super cute, and I reused that little pin at the top. So that is my son's, and then here is my daughter's. That little pin was also, this was actually my mom's. I don't know if it was actually on there, but I decided to use it again. And then I did the mermaid, and that was one of the kits, you guys, I couldn't find, was the mermaid ornaments. Don't bite that baby. He's trying to eat that beard. But since she was a little bitty girl, she's always loved mermaids. So I did a mermaid ornament in just the front, appliqued it on. Her favorite candy was always peppermint, still is. And so I made the candy canes, and then I did a little gray Christmas kitty for her on hers to go for our litter. Sewed her name back on, and again, there's glue blobs because I couldn't get them off. Did that holly, and the bells were already on here. I just tacked them down and then added a bow. So so that is my daughter's. And then the one that I made this year is, I just did the full kit. I did make some changes to it, was the Bucilla Kitty Treat stocking. And so it is, you can see, I'm sorry, I can't get my camera any taller. It's in the shape of a fish, and it is, you know, open at the top. So it's a stocking. I didn't put the hanger on because we don't hang up our stockings. I don't know if you noticed. Baby, gosh, you guys, I'm sorry, he's tearing these up. He is so destructive. I've never had a cat that has been as destructive as he is. But anyway, sorry for the interruption. You know, live floss tube here. But yeah, so I just did this kit from start to finish. I did add a few things. Instead of putting the kitty's name on here, I did Meow instead, because I have 3 cats and I didn't want to make 3 stockings. And so I put that on there, and I did do that with the chain stitch. I did run out of floss. So I have a couple colors of brown floss here. Let's see, what else did I change? I did have to contact Bucilla because I also didn't have enough of the brown sequins, but they were great. They sent it to me. So yeah, so that's it. And I did put a lining in, and I actually just lined it, you guys, with red felt. I really like the way, there's lots of different tutorials. These stocking kits don't come with a lining, but if you don't line it, all your stitching on the back side is exposed. And so I watched a couple tutorials, and I really like the one. If you go to Christine at Calico Whimsy, Michelle Wood is a good one. Jennifer Good is another one. Stitch and Bear Time is another one. Bucilla Babe. Those are all different people who do these felt applique stockings and have lined them. And they have a couple of different ways to line them, but I didn't, because this is an odd shape, I didn't think the lining of the cotton fabric that you can kind of pull out would really work. So I didn't know how I would do it because I don't sew. So anyway, but that is how it came out. I'm really happy with it. It's really cute. It's very substantial. And it was really, really fun to do. So I'm now addicted to felt stockings. I do need to steam this. I never did really iron it, but like I said, I just got some red felt at Joann's and just traced the back and then sewed it on. So the red is completely sewed on, and then the backing of the stocking then opens and can go down in there and fill it up. So that was my first Bucilla kit stocking from start to finish. In terms of, Kitty, don't eat that. In terms of, I told you I used a kit for several of those elements, or several kits, and this was the one that I bought initially. This is where, you guys, I got, this is called Santa's Workshop, and this is where I got the ball and the train. and the candy canes to put on the stockings that I did. Oh, and the drum. Did I say that? I'm not sure. But anyway, so yeah, so I still do have some elements of this stocking that I might actually like put this little house on mine, or whatever. There's a little, you know, that's the sort of thing. But yeah, so I still do have some bits and parts of this one left. Now, you guys, on to my haul. I'll try to do the Bucilla ones first. I got the Seashore Santa. I really just think we live by the ocean, and I thought this was a really pretty one. I thought maybe I might do this one for me, but I don't know. I kind of want a one that is similar to my kids and my husband's. Let's see. For Bucilla, I also have, since I'm a crazy cat lady, I got the, this one's called the Perfect Gift felt stocking. I also have, this is one of their Halloween ornaments. I do a seasonal tree, and so I have that one. Let's see, what else? I have, what is this one called? The Christmas Drive. So my husband used to have a red Ford F-150, and he loved it, and so I thought that was a cute one. Let's see, I also got, these are the Seashore Santa ornaments, and I'm sorry you guys, the cats are just cray-cray, but I don't know if you can see the whole thing, but I have that kit. And then I also got, when I was trying to figure out which one I wanted to do for my son, I also got the Candy Express because it has a train on it. So I have that one as well. And I think that's all my Bucilla kits. The other one that I do have, you guys, that I couldn't find were the rest of the mermaid ornaments. That is kitted up somewhere, and I couldn't find it. So I think it's in with my cross-stitch webs. Now, I also bought some DesignWorks kits. And let me tell you guys, the DesignWorks kits, they are really, really cute, but they don't, the felt is not stamped. So the pieces are, so you have to cut out the pattern. So like here's an example of the pattern that you have to cut out. And then piece them all together. So it's a lot more labor intensive, especially for the teeny tiny pieces. But you can see this is where I got this kit. I got the cat in the teacup that's on my son's stocking, and this little gray cat with white paws. That is the one that's on my daughter's stocking. So so there's several more in here to do, but those were a lot more. I just have to say I prefer the Bucilla kits because the pattern is already just stamped on the felt, so all you have to do is, and they're numbered, so all you have to do is cut it out. So you don't have to like cut out the patterns, pin them on, then cut out all the pieces and mark them and all of that. But with that said though, I bought a bunch of DesignWorks kits because they're a little bit cheaper before I knew that was the case, that they weren't just like the Bucilla kits. So so I have this one too because I just thought they were cute, and I wasn't sure. I was going to maybe do a gray kitten for everybody, but you know, it is what it is. I also got this DesignWorks stocking that I thought was super cute. And then also this one. This is another one I thought I might do for me. Oh, I've got almost an avalanche happening here. But I thought that one was really cute. But again, this one you have to, you know, like I said, cut out the patterns, cut out the pieces. In fact, I'll show this real quick. Boop, there's the pattern. So there's that one, and then again, crazy cat lady, I also got the DesignWorks cat one. So so yeah, so you can see in here it has all the beads, and now this one looks like it has a little bit of stamping, but not all the little pieces are stamped, so you have to do the pattern. So but yeah, so that is my collection, you guys. Oh wait, I've got one more. This is a Dimensions one that I bought. And this one this one doesn't feel really as substantial. I don't think it has any sequins and beads. And it looks like, you know, it's some of the elements are already cut for you. So, but I haven't really opened this one yet to really look at it and what it's all about. So yeah, so those are my my growing felt collection. I thought I would just show those, and then also have you get a look at my kitty treat stocking that I finished just in the nick of time. I think I finished this the day before. I think I finished it on like December 23rd. So just in the nick of time so Santa could fill it. But it was really fun to do, and this is a good one, you guys, the kitty treat, or there's a dog one too that's shaped like a bone. And these are really good beginner ones because it only has, I think it has about 50 steps. I know that sounds like a lot, but this one doesn't have very many different kinds of embroidery. There is a lot of sequins and beading, as you can see, but it's really straightforward compared to, say, this one that has like 170 steps to it. Oops, sorry about the glare. So, so this is the kitty treat one and the doggy treat one, or puppy treat. I'm not sure what it's called. These are really good beginner friendly Bucilla kits. So, and if you're interested in seeing, I think it was Teeny Weenie Stitches did the dog one, and she also is a great floss tuber. So you can look on there and see her felt stocking as well. And also, like I said, Calico Whimsy, Christine, she's been way into doing the felt. It's like it's kind of trending. Believe it or not, I was before a trend. That never happens. But anywho, if you're interested in, if you have any questions, please let me know. But this is a good one. These kits are a good one, a nice beginner friendly one. That is not too overwhelming. So that's it for me today, you guys. I hope you're having I hope you had great holidays and Happy New Year. That's coming up here in just a couple days. And take care. Bye.